Need a great resource that will help you land that next job? Or have you recently been laid off and need to brush up on your interviewing skills? Well, interview coach and career specialist Ernest Enabulele has written the perfect books for you. Nicole says, I loved how the author helped to demystify the interview process. It helps increase the confidence of the interviewee. To order your books, visit Amazon.com or www.ErnestEnabulele.com. That's Ernest, ENABULELE.com. Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking in and watching my show of 1 year journey of staying self-employed. So if you guys have been watching, I've been just doing a chronicle of staying self-employed. I actually did my 1 year journey of becoming self-employed. Hey Trinessa. If you guys don't know Trinessa, she is actually a bookstore owner. So make sure you go ahead and visit her website, because she actually focuses on capturing the African American experience within her bookstore. Trinessa, if you can go ahead and post your website link in the comments field, and we'll have people visit your website. So that will be great. Hey Edwin. So like I said, I wanted to go ahead and make a video, because remember, every month I do chronicle my just my monthly journey of staying self-employed. So if you weren't able to tune into my 1 year journey of becoming self-employed, then make sure that you go ahead and visit my YouTube channel, Martinique the Storyteller, and you can catch up on my journey. And actually, it took me about 221 days to become self-employed. You're welcome, Trinessa. So with that, I actually had to start doing Uber, because with my business right now, because I am in my 3rd month of just being self-employed, it's not making me as much money as I would like to just pay my bills. So I started Ubering, and I actually started February 25th. And I had so many reservations about it, because I'm like, oh, I'm a female, I'm driving by myself with these strangers, but it's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. And so, hey, Prisha. And so what I decided to do was I had to figure out like what times worked for me, meaning that I wasn't sitting and not having any passenger requests from Uber. So I figured out the times that work best is 6:30 until 10:30. So that's when I do the driving. And then the next time frame that I drive is 2:30 until 7. 7 is the time that I'll accept my last request, because with the time change and everything, about 7:30 it's dark. So like I said, I don't want to have strangers in my car with me when it's dark or anything like that. And so I'm typically making about $80 in the afternoon time when I'm driving that second shift, and about $40 for that morning shift. And the reason why I don't want to make it sound like, oh my gosh, I just love Ubering. No, that's not how I feel about it. I like the fact that it's a flexible job, in that I don't have to go into work every single day. I make that choice if I need to, make my monetary goal for that day. I drive. If I've already made my monetary goal with my business, which is RJ specialist, then I don't have to drive that day. So I really just love that flexibility in it. And the second thing is the passengers are really nice. I haven't had anybody that was rude or anything. So, I would recommend Uber to individuals that, are trying to start their own business, start their own company, but, maybe their hesitation is the money that they will be able to still pay their bills as well as take care of their family and themselves, things like that. So that's why I love Uber, but, of course, this is not a lifetime goal and dream to continue to do this for the rest of my life. This is just something that helps me to make ends meet. So if you do not know, my business is actually I host and produce web shows. So if you're interested, you are welcome to follow me on Instagram, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Martinique the Storyteller. And all of the information is located in the description box. I also have a GoFundMe page as well. If you really enjoy the shows that I am making, then I would love your financial gift. That will really just help me a lot, because it does, it just gives me that encouragement, as well as, help to continue to produce the shows and not have to drive. So that's how that will be helpful. Another thing that I've learned within my 3 months of being self-employed is I have to figure out how I can balance it all to make everything work. What I'm really trying to do, the 3 things that I have to do every day or every other day, every day, meaning Monday through Friday, I need to have my Bible study. Okay. The second thing is either or. The second thing is I need to go work out, or I need to go practice my golf, because that's actually one of the reasons why I moved here to Florida, because I wanted to become a lot better at my golf game. So finding that balance, especially with driving Uber, because what I do is when I'm coming around 10 o'clock, you can set your destination, meaning that Uber will only send you passengers that's going your way. So one thing that I decided to do was to set my destination to come back in my area of where I live around 10 o'clock. And so remember, that gives me, hey Taekwon, so that gives me from 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, about 5 hours. About 5 hours to do those two of those things. Because remember, I have to do my Bible study, and I have to also do my golf practice or go work out. And so it's just been kind of tough, it's just been really tough balancing everything like that, because I guess when I come home, I be so focused on responding to messages on Facebook, regarding my business, reaching out to individuals to see if they would like to be a guest on the show, things like that. And, that can really eat up my time. And then I need to eat something, especially if I'm going to work out. So I can honestly say I have not, what is the word I'm looking for? I haven't mastered that. Now, mind you, like I said, I've only been driving for about 3 weeks. And I just have to make it work. I have to find out how I can do this. And maybe I'm just trying to put so much on my plate within that, 4-hour span. That might be what I'm doing. Because sometimes I'm tired and I need to take a nap and things like that. And so honestly, I'm really just cheating myself, especially I hate when I can only read the Bible for like a solid 10 minutes. and then I'm tired, and then I go to sleep, and then I got to take a nap for 30 minutes, so it's like a never ending cycle sometimes, because you feel just overwhelmed. As I feel overwhelmed when I am trying to run my business, and it's not bringing in that money right now, but it's something else that I have to do, meaning the Uber, that I have to do in order to, make ends meet. And I know it's all going to work out, but I'm going to be honest with y'all. My struggle is social media. Even though that's how I get a lot of my clients, I spend so much time just scrolling through people's pages and everything like that. And I was telling my friend the other day, I have to just get more disciplined with everything that I'm trying to accomplish, and the process and the steps that needs to be made in order to get everything accomplished. And so you let me know if you guys are trying to pursue your own business on the side. You let me know, what do you use that really just helps you to accomplish everything that you need to accomplish, as well as have another job on top of that. And I hope this doesn't sound crazy, but I'm thankful I don't have any kids or in a relationship, because they would be so neglected. Not saying I don't want to boo, but they would be so neglected because I don't see how people just juggle it all. And so you all let me know, how you guys handle things like that. Need a great resource that will help you land that next job? Or have you recently been laid off and need to brush up on your interviewing skills? Well, interview coach and career specialist Ernest Enabulele has written the perfect books for you. Nicole says, I love how the author helped to demystify the interview process. It helps increase the confidence of the interviewee. To order your books, visit Amazon.com or www.ErnestEnabulele.com. That's Ernest, ENABULELE.com. Another thing that I decided to do was reach out. I have to challenge myself and reach out to clients that are not on social media. So one thing that I have to focus on, one of my shows is called Practical Living and New Level Relationships. If you haven't seen the show, what are you waiting for? It is such a good show. I'm not trying to sound biased or anything, but it's a great show because I actually have life coaches on the show, and it's a topical show. So if you haven't checked it out, you can always just go to my YouTube channel and look at the shows. But what I'm trying to do now is reach out to counselors as well. And so I actually, like I said, I got to stop focusing on getting my guests only from Facebook, and only from Instagram, things like that. Now I can say I'm heavily on Facebook trying to get guests, but I need to reach out more to, just doing a Google search of counselors and just sending them my information about the show to be a panelist, as well as, possibly even giving them a phone call. The reason why I like to go the route of emailing them is just because I'm able to put in samples. I'm able to put a link to one of my past episodes. And so they're able to immediately see my episode. So that's what I actually tend to go more towards emailing them as opposed to calling, because you get roadblocked so many times, maybe by a receptionist or, maybe somebody that doesn't have time, things like that. But I have to find other methods of finding and getting guests on my show. So another thing that I think that I know that I have to start doing more of is going to networking events. Now, one of the things that this young lady allowed me to do, of course, it was I had to pay her, but she has swag bags that she hands out to like business owners and things like that. And she actually she's in Georgia, and remember, I'm here in Orlando. So I sent her my business. I've sent her about 100 business cards, and she's going to put those in the swag bags. So I had to just figure out different ways to reach individuals in order for them to be on my show. And so you all that's watching now, you might be thinking to yourself, how in the world could I help you, Martinique? I'm glad you asked. One of the ways that you can actually help is by sharing my videos, as well as commenting on my videos, liking my videos and things like that, because that really just helps to get the word out. So I'm really excited about some other things, particularly with like investing and things like that. So of course I have other videos that specifically pertain to that. So make sure that you guys stay tuned. Make sure that you follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can always be notified when I post new shows, as well as follow me on Instagram. And if we're not friends already here on Facebook, make sure that you send me a friend request. And if you really feel like you're in a giving mood, make sure you go ahead and visit my GoFundMe page so that I can continue to produce quality shows that, really have substance to them. And so I hope you guys have a great Saturday, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye. Oh, don't forget to share this video. Thanks. Bye-bye.